How's it going today, sir?
Going good. Here to pick up my boat.
Here to pick it up? Hey, we'll get you over there. Are you meeting with Tori?
Yes.
We'll get you over to her.
Awesome.
That is quite the GoPro you got there.
Oh, thanks. You're going to be a part of my video.
Yes, she's going to be over here. Walk back to her office. I'll just go ahead and let her know that you're here, and then I'll be right back to you.
Okay, appreciate it. Yep.
There you go.
Hi.
Take care of you guys.
So I'm here ready to sign papers for my boat.
Sounds good. Come on in.
I'm here waiting for Victoria to come back. Already signed all the paperwork for my boat and just waiting to be brought out to my boat. And lo and behold, here she comes.
Hello.
Say hi, Victoria.
Hi. Go straight out that door.
Okay. There she is. There's my boat. What day is it? Boat day. Can you say sweet? Check this out. Who's gonna walk me through my new boat up here at Tracker Boats in Mesa, Arizona.
So here, lifting up your cowling, just pull this latch back, lift up on the back, and slide it off the front. It's got a little latch in the inside here. This is gonna be your 60 horse. So this takes 10 W30, and it's gonna take about 3.5 quarts in this to do the service. Let's see, fuel filters right here, oil fills right here. Then you have your dipstick right here to check your oil, is right here. Oil filter, and then there's another little fuel filter hidden down here. Service, you're gonna do this every year or every 100 hours. So whatever comes first. So we recommend just, you know, every year, just bring it in for a service and do all that for you. If you're gonna do your service yourself, which you can, there's a little QR code here that you can do YouTube videos and stuff like that. And it'll actually walk you through on how to service your motor. Oil drain is right here. And then you also have 2 on the other side over here to do your lower unit oil. That is separate from the motor oil. So what you're gonna do here is, if you're gonna do it yourself, you're gonna pull the bottom drain plug out here, and then pull this fill plug out and drain it out. And then when you go to put it back in, you'll fill it from the bottom till it comes out the top, put the plugs back in, and make sure you change your seals.
Is this the anode?
Yep, this is the anode, yep. Yeah,
Okay.
there's one here, one on the other side, and one right here.
Oh, okay, the one right under the bracket?
Yep, and then this little fin right here, we call it a torque tab. This is actually an anode too, it's just painted.
Okay.
So if you got any problem, you know, if it pulls one way while you're steering, or it's real hard to steer one way, we can actually adjust this to help with that.
Okay.
All right. So and then you got a trim switch over here for putting it on the transom saver and all that.
Where's the trim switch?
Right here.
Oh, yeah.
So, and you have multiple grease points on here for if you're gonna do your service yourself, you can grease it and everything like that. You grease the tilt tube, the steering tube, and everything like that.
Awesome.
Okay. Then all your batteries are right here. So you got your trolling motor batteries right here. Then your crank battery is tucked all the way back up in there. I don't know, did you do a different charger or anything like that? I know.
Yeah, the 3-bank would have charged them all.
Yeah, a 3-bank would charge it all.
So the 2-bank would just charge
These two. Let me double check real quick, because I'm not sure what came in this one.
I thought the
Oh,
upgrade.
it is a 3-bank. Yep.
Yeah, I thought
So you
the
got
upgrade
all
was a
3.
3-bank. I've been studying.
Hey,
I've been doing my homework.
hey, I didn't rig the boat, so we don't have any delivery people here today, so I'm doing the delivery. So, primer bulb, first part of the day, prime it up till it gets hard, and then you're good to go. You have a little access port in here to get down into your live well pumps in case you have one go bad, bilge pump, all that. Gas fill is over there on the right hand side. 87 octane. You can use 91 if you want to, but you don't need to. It's not going to make any performance difference or anything like that.
Okay.
So, bilge plug is actually in your owner's pack. That's that brass plug right there, and that will actually go down in the bottom here, down in the center.
Okay, good.
Okay. And then we will actually go over all your switches on the dash here.
This is a plastic or
plastic tank? Yep.
That's what I thought. Tank, and I was looking at it, the fuel tank and the live well. There's only a half gallon difference.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. So ignition switch is right here. Then you have your bilge switch right here, just so you can hear it. Nav lights right here. So up is gonna be your anchor light, and your bow light's gonna be on. That's for going across the lake early in the morning or at night. You have to have those on when you're moving. Down is just gonna be anchor, and that's gonna be if you're anchored in the cove early in the morning or at night. That way people know you're anchored.
And then I can use the anchor for my GoPro power stick.
Yep, your the one that goes in there. Yep.
Okay.
So live well fill. So this is gonna be on a timer. It's gonna be like 2 minutes on, 3 minutes off. Down is gonna be continuous. So pretty much what you're gonna do there is just put it on continuous, fill them up, and then switch it over to the timer. So.
Okay.
And then you have your, this one was the, so yep, this one's gonna be your recirc. So recirc on a timer or continuous. So
which one is it that I turn off when I move the boat?
You'll turn off the aerator, which is the fill.
Okay.
So,
okay.
Recirc, you can leave that on when you're going across the lake, because it's going to recirculate the water in the live well.
Okay.
Okay. And then every so often, you just leave it on the timer, and then just leave the recirc on timer as well.
What happens if I accidentally have both of them on timer and I'm sitting still?
Nothing.
Okay.
Nothing's gonna happen. What you'll want to do is the first time you take this out too, you want to make sure that you turn the nozzle in for the fill, just to double check and make sure it's not gonna overflow. Because sometimes if you have it all the way out, the live well can't keep up and it will overfill. So you need to adjust your fill sprayer. So which is gonna be your white one inside there.
Okay, and that's
in that one there. Yep. Let me. I can reach up there.
Okay. Got my son helping me.
So that white one right there is going to be your flow for the fill, and that's the one you want to, for the first time out, just fill the live well up and then just see if it keeps up with it or not. If it doesn't, then just turn it in to slow the flow down. Okay. And then you'll just set it and then never use it again. You never have to really play with it again.
Okay. And the divider for in here?
I will have to find it. Should be in one of the compartments. If not, I'll get you one. That red nozzle there is your pump out. So that's your recirc and pump out. So if you want to go to another spot and you don't have any fish in there and you don't want to carry all the water, you're going to turn your recirc on continuous and pull that red nozzle out, and that's going to pump all the water out of the live well down to the screen.
Now when I break in the motor, from what I'm reading, it said to weigh the boat down as much as you can, keep the trim down, keep it flat.
Yep.
So fill up the live well, put it under a load for the at least first 2 hours.
Yep.
Okay. What about after that?
After that, you can just run it. You'll just not go over your 4,000 RPMs, and you're going to vary your RPMs.
Okay.
So
the first hour, there's a first hour, second hour. So what do I do on the first hour?
For the first 2 hours, you're just going to keep the trim buried. You're not going to trim it up at all for 2 hours.
Okay.
After that, because what you're doing is you're putting a load on there. So after that 2 hours, you can trim it up a little bit, but you're not going to go over your 4,000 RPMs for the first, I think 5 hours.
Okay.
And then after that, you can run it up to your high RPMs for no longer than a couple seconds, and then you just bring it back. And you're going to vary that. We usually tell everybody for about the first 10 hours, you're going to do that. Vary your RPMs.
Okay. Now, I was reading one also, because I read a lot of
multiple different ways to do
it.
So
it said, vary the RPM like 1,500, 1,000, 2,000, 2,500. Don't go over 3,500 the first hour.
Yeah, I'd probably stick it around there. I'd read the manual. They're all different.
Okay.
Just because different motors break in differently.
Okay. And it said every 15 minutes run it up to 5,500 for about 30 seconds.
I wouldn't do that till after your 2 hours
Okay.
is up.
Okay. I won't do that then.
Yeah.
I won't be doing that. I
Yeah.
don't want to risk anything.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. And I noticed it's got that pop-up cleats. I love that.
So yeah, for your first 2 hours, I wouldn't run it up to your higher RPMs.
Okay.
After you get a couple hours in of breaking it in, then I would run it up to your higher RPMs for no longer than a couple seconds and then bring it back.
Okay. A higher RPM being
You're 5,500.
after 2 hours.
Yep,
Okay.
after 2 hours.
What's so the max in the first hour is 3,500. The max in the second hour is 4,500.
Yep.
Okay. Okay. And then how often do I fluctuate that?
Just every couple of seconds, just kind of, just a couple minutes, just vary RPMs, and then just come
So
back.
I could run it at 1,000 for 5, run it at 1,500 for 5. Should it be 5 minutes, 10 minutes?
It just depends. I mean, I wouldn't say 5 or 10 minutes. You don't want to keep a constant,
Okay.
RPM. You just want to vary RPMs.
For 2 hours, I'm gonna be.
Yeah, it's
okay.
kind of annoying, but once you get it in there and get it broken, you're
Okay.
fine.
Did you hear that start? Right off the bat. And then safety, lanyard out. It dies. Cool. You'll hear me talking to it when we're fishing.
Yeah.
Do you keep a supply of the zinc anodes?
Not really, but we can get them pretty fast.
Okay.
Usually about a week.
So it's an order.
There we go.
Awesome
We're good to go.
job. Thank you.
There you go.
Awesome boat. Awesome boat. I'm gonna be so happy. Javi, what do you think? You ready to go fishing? Let's go fishing tomorrow. Oh man.